My name is Miguel. I'm the president and CEO of Valer Systems. Valer Systems is based in Sunnyvale, right in the heart of Silicon Valley. It was founded in 1979. We've been around for 45 years, and we provide engineering design services to medical devices, to industrial IoT companies, to wearables companies, and also to consumer devices. And so we have electrical engineers that can help with the hardware, the firmware, the electronic design and development of devices and prototypes. In terms of verticals, it's medical devices, it's wearable companies, which could be medical or consumer or even industrial wearables. And it's also industrial applications, IoT, Internet of Things, smart cars, smart cities, smart building, anything with sensors and anything with devices talking to devices. We help from what we call the back of the napkin, the ideation, the schematics, the block diagrams, all the way through pre-manufacturing. We have over 40 case studies and success stories where we articulate how with the problem that the customer faced, the solution that we provided, and ultimately the benefits that they saw in terms of their results, in terms of helping their patients or their customers. So we do a lot, for instance, with wearables. Now, post-pandemic, there's a lot of this major trend of the remote relationship between doctors and patients, right? So glucose monitoring, devices that can be worn on the wrist, on the ring, that can be worn on clothes. Smart textiles are a big thing. Devices that can even be hearables. Instead of wearables, they're hearables. So you can actually give somebody who's working on a farm or working in a factory, they're listening to music or they're listening to some sort of work-related audio, but the earplugs can also measure heartbeat and oxygen and temperature and other falling situations, for instance, more fragile senior citizens, or perhaps for children, or perhaps populations at risk, where you can measure if they've actually fallen down or perhaps are having an episode that might require some medical attention. I think where we stand out, we are formidable engineering, hardware, firmware, which is embedded software inside the device, or software, i.e. the applications, the edge, the cloud type of side of things. The other thing I wanted to say is that very often we are able to provide an initial technical assessment that will give you line of sight. This is how much it would cost for that first phase for your MVP, your minimum viable product, to secure your next round of seed or even equity funding. We can give you line of sight. What would future phases perhaps cost, knowing that we will not actually make it for you. We will prepare everything up to the point where it's ready to be manufactured by somebody else.